Hello, beautiful people, and thank you so much for joining us here on Great Day, Louisiana. I'm your host, Malik Mingo. Happy Friday to everybody. We have a great show for you all today. We're starting a new segment here on Great Day. Roll it. Yes, we like to think Great Day is the happiest hour, and now, thanks to Aquistapace, every week we'll be discussing something related to the adult beverage with an adult beverage. See what I did there? First, we are talking about wine. There are so many different ways to make the most out of your next bottle of wine. It's all about your sense of smell. Joining now with some tips is Adam Aquistapace of Aquistapace Market. Welcome to the show, my good sir.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for coming on, and thank you for partnering with us on this. This is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be every week, everybody. And I'm so interested because, you know, we're talking about your sense of smell when it comes to wine. Why is the nose so important when picking and tasting wine?
You know, people say a lot about, you know, when they talk about wine tasting. Wine tasting really isn't wine tasting. Wine tasting is really wine smelling. Because you're only tasting what you can kind of taste on your palate. You know, there's tactile sensation, acid, and sweet. But almost everything happens in your nose.
Come on, I love it. Well, I got one, and you got one, and we're going to put them to the test today. You have bought us 2 bottles of wine today. We're starting with a white and very large wine glasses, everybody. Talk to me about what you bought us today.
Yeah, so you know, there's to me there's the three wines. There's red, white, and rosé, and everything kind of comes from that. And then there's bubbles, and then everything else in between. But for today, we're actually going to taste 2 different wines. So this is Le Clos de Carbonneau. So this is a white wine that is made with Semillon and Sauvignon Blanc from Bordeaux, France.
Come on, the French today, everybody. I like it.
Yeah, and so the reason we do these massive glasses, I mean, that's a big.
This is huge, everybody.
You can just about put a whole bottle of wine in here.
Absolutely.
But the reason we do this is then we're going to swirl the wine here. So we want as much coverage in the glass as we possibly can, because if you swirl the wine in a glass, and look how much we poured. We just poured maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10% of this bottle of this glass.
Is that the typical type for wine tasting?
I think this is a great amount of wine to pour, but it's really, the wine is dwarfed in the size of the glass.
This is so cool. Now, what do I need to smell? What do I need to smell for?
All right, so I want to show you a couple of things before we even smell it. You see how we're swirling the wine in the glass? So what we're doing is, people talk about the legs on a wine, and so the legs on a wine is like, it looks like teardrops coming down the side. It's water being displaced by alcohol, and a long time ago, the legs were really important on wine because it was an indication of higher alcohol content, because historically it was difficult to get grapes ripe. And so that is one of the things that, so a winemaker or someone consuming wine, when they saw a lot of legs on the wine, that is, to them it was an indication of a high quality, but it was really just high alcohol.
Now we got to smell it because we got 2 to get through here, my brother, and I'm a little thirsty. So when I put my nose in it, like, what am I smelling for?
So for white wines, you're going to smell apples and other fruits. So like really citrus fruits and stone fruits, and those are the things you're going to smell.
So I have to do a big inhale?
You smell big time. This is the thing. When you're smelling, when you just normally smell, you're only smelling 5 to 10% of what you can smell. But when you what you do is when you put your face in that glass, open up your mouth and taste and just suck it all in. So
okay,
that's
wait a minute.
It's like a 10x version of smelling.
A 10x version,
Yeah, it's true, because what you're doing is you're smelling actually through the backside of your throat, through your retronasal passages, and so when we taste the wine, it's good, huh?
Oh, come on, smooth and available at Aquistapace. Okay, leave this bottle right over
easy
here.
To drink,
now, let's finish this one. Or actually, since you bought another glass,
I brought a whole glass.
But I still got to sip this because I actually like this. This is good. Talk to me about this second bottle right here.
So this second bottle here, this is Belleglace Pinot Noir. This is from the Wagner family.
Ooh, this is good.
And so these are the same people who make Camus.
Okay.
Yeah, so what you may have had before. And so this is their Pinot Noir. So notice that one says Pessac-Lignon, which is a region in Bordeaux.
And notice that my glass is empty.
Yeah, they don't talk about what the grape variety is, but in California, it says Pinot Noir on here. So the thing is in California, it means at least 75% of the wine is Pinot Noir. It could be 25% of other things, but that's the rule and that's the law. Red grapes, almost all the color comes from the skins.
And it's a deeper smell. I can already smell that it's...
Smell like berries and cherries and all those things. So
Let's try it.
I even put some fruit out here for her.
Let's see here.
It's soft and smooth. Almost has like a little sweetness to it.
Wait a minute, you just bought some
That's
great
right.
picks, okay? And
That's
I see you
right.
have some fruit out here. Why do we have apples and mint and rosemary?
So these are all deep. So you can get some of the herbaceousness that you can smell in wine. Wine is such an interesting thing because what happens is it creates all these smells and odor compounds that happen during the fermentation process. It's one of the things that make wine unique in the world, and one of the things that it makes it great as a food pairing is because a lot of these wines are dry, and so a dry wine, it acts as like as a palate cleanser, and it has plenty of acid in the wine, so it gives it like a clean and crisp flavor. So same thing for these fruits over here. I'm going to give you a little tip. So next time you go hang out with your friends and you guys are having a wine tasting, all red wines are going to taste like some sort of berry or cherry, and then you can make up the rest.
Okay.
All right. All white wines are going to taste like some sort of apple or pear or citrus.
This is absolutely delicious.
That's right.
And we haven't even made it through the first 10 minutes of the show, everybody.
Right.
I've already had 2 glasses of wine. Look, cheers to you, Adam. Thank you so much for being here. Can't wait to see you next week, everybody. And look, always drink responsibly, everybody. Come on, make sure you make that good choice. And look, if you want to purchase any of the wines we feature today, head over to Aquistapace. They have locations in Covington, Mandeville, and Slidell. And to find out about everything they have to offer, log on to Aquistapace.com. Now look, we're just getting started on today's show, everybody. I'm gonna finish this glass of wine, and coming up, the Audubon Zoo is here. They're hanging out in our LCMC Health Wellness Lounge right now. They're gonna give us a look ahead at some of their fun events they have coming up, and they've bought a wild friend with them. Can't wait for that. But first, look, there are a lot of topics to talk about with our Great Day panel. Join us for the conversation after the break. Cheers!